In this video, we continue the translation of our application, and we will demonstrate how to use the CMake API to automate the translation process. We will use the Qt Quick application located in Translation Section 5a. It is the same as the application used in Translation Section 4 for now. We will remove our QM files from our source folder since we want to generate them automatically during the build process. We will keep the TS files since we simply want to update them during the build process if new translatable strings are added to the source code, but we do not want to lose the translations we created. We rename the folder containing the TS files to i18n. Now that our source folder is ready, we move to Qt Creator and open CMake lists.txt. We will use the Qt CMake functions that are available in Linguist tools, so we first need to find the package. First, we want to call lupdate to trigger the update on the TS files. To do this, we use the Qt add lupdate function. We pass the application created with Qt add executable as the source target. The source target contains the translatable strings. Then we name the TS files that need to be created or updated. The TS files for the Finnish and French languages will be listed under TS files. The TS file for the English language is listed under plural TS file since we only use it for plural forms. Then we want to generate QM files from the TS files, so we will call Qt add lrelease. We will list the TS files under TS files and save the generated QM files output variable to use in Qt add resource. The last step is to add the generated QM files to our resource system so that the QML engine can access and load them. So, we add a call to Qt add resources with the prefix that the QML engine requires. We then need to set base to the CMake current binary directory. Base is a path prefix that denotes the root point of the file's alias. Lastly, we pass the files we want to add to our resource system. These are QM files we saved in a variable in the previous function. Let's now run CMake. Once it is done, we go to the project view, and in the build steps, we check update translations and release translations to ensure our lupdate and lrelease are called during the build process. Let's now build our application. Once it is done, we can navigate to the build folder and check that the QM files have been generated. To make sure everything works well, let's run our application. We can confirm the dynamic translation works, and we can display the strings in English, Finnish, and French. Next, we will present the wrapper around Qt add lupdate and Qt add lrelease to make the translation process even more convenient, with a call to only one function, which is called Qt add translations. So, we will remove the call to the three functions and write a call to Qt add translations. This function will call lupdate and lrelease for the source files in our project and add the generated QM files to the resource system so that the QML engine can load them. Since we want the QML engine to find the QM files generated, These files should start with QML as we indicate with TS file base. They are placed in a directory called i18n in the source folder as we indicate with TS file dir. In the resource system, the QM file should be in an i18n folder next to the main.qml, which is in Qt, QML, translations, so the resource prefix path should be set like so. For now, we have not set the languages we want to use in our application. This can be done via the Qt standard project setup function. With i18n source language, we can set the language of the source code, English in our case, to create a TS file that contains only plural forms. We indicate the other languages with i18n translated languages, in our case French and Finnish. With these changes, during the build process, two TS files will be updated or created in i18n qml5.ts and qmlfr.ts. In addition, a file called qmln.ts will be created or updated in the same directory, but it will contain only plural forms. These three files will be used to generate QM files added to the resource system so that the QML engine can find them. Let's now run CMake. Once it is done, we go to the project view, and in the build steps, we check update translations and release translations to ensure our lupdate and lrelease are called during the build process. Let's now build our application. Once it is done, we can navigate to the build folder and check that the QM files have been generated. To make sure everything works well, let's run our application. We can confirm the dynamic translation works, and we can display the strings in English, Finnish, and French. Thank you for watching.